Hi.
It's the dream team.
What's going on? Are we allowed to say what we're doing? I
don't know. We are.
That.
This will go out later.
This girl on TikTok, she said it's a BBL jack. Gives you a waist, if it'll zip. Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to my vlogs. If you're new here, my name's Alexis Barber. I'm 23. I live in Brooklyn. I work full-time in big tech, and I'm also a content creator. And today, this is the vlog where I'm going to tell you about the new project I have coming out. Because I'm on my way to shoot the cover art for my new podcast called Bad Vibes with my co-host Talia Lichtenstein on Betches Media. I'm so excited. I'm gua shaing because my face is asymmetrical and it's a photo shoot, so can't have that. Anyway, so I want to give you sort of the backstory of like how this podcast came to be and what it's gonna be like and why I stopped my podcast in favor of this one. And that is because, well, let me just tell you like how it started. So I got a new job at YouTube. I previously worked at Google as a marketer, and Google owns YouTube. So I did an internal transfer to YouTube, and my new team was sitting in LA. So I had the choice where I could move to LA or stay in New York. So in July, it was like end of July, early August 2021, I flew to LA for the weekend by myself to see if I was going to like it and if I wanted to move there. And at the same time I went, my friend Jazz at JustJazzyIDK on TikTok was also there. So I was like, this is perfect. Like, we can hang out. So while I was hanging out with Jazz, we hung out with a ton of other TikTokers like Alexa J, Alexa McCoy, and I studied abroad in London, and through one of our dinners, I ended up meeting Talia. And I had not heard of Talia prior to this, but I was like super impressed with her because she had like 500,000 TikTok followers at the time, and I was like, wow, why have I not heard of this girl? I love her content. We immediately hit it off, we were friends, we went out, and we Ubered home together and had like a deep convo. Like, it was amazing, and love her. So I had like been creating content for a few months at that point and had a lot of good, like, I don't know, like I had been mastering like brand deals and stuff, and Talia needed help with that. So I reached out to my friends at Betches, Sammy, who is a co-founder, because she has lots of connects in the industry, to try and get Talia a manager that would like really help her because she needed that help at that point. And Sammy and I were friends because of this crazy diet drama that you can listen about on her podcast, Diet Starts Tomorrow. And I connected them and I was like, Talia would just be perfect for your brand too, you guys should work with her. And then a month or two later, Sammy reached out to us and was like, hey, like, we know Talia had reached out to work with us, but we were thinking that you two should do a podcast together. And we were like, of course, like, we would love to. So then we recorded a demo, we sent it around to everyone, they really liked it, and then we decided like, okay, we're gonna go for this. So we drew up a contract, we named the podcast, we recorded another demo. Like, this all started in literally early October 2021, and a first episode comes out February 10th. Like, it's been a very long time coming, and so we are so excited, but that's sort of like how it came to be. Like, I'm sure I'll tell that story on the podcast, but the behind the scenes is like very much a lot of work because Betches is obviously a media company. They need to like get ads and like sell the podcast. Basically, that's why it's taken like 6 months to launch, is that we have had to build the name, build the concepts, build the segments, and then of course like build out the marketing materials. And so today is our photo shoot where we're going to shoot our cover art, which is so exciting. So the funny thing is, Talia is super negative. If you go to her TikTok, it's called, her bio is literally spreading negativity, which is so funny. And obviously, if you know anything about me, my brand is way more about positivity, but I've also felt like I haven't had the chance to like really be myself, which if you know me in real life, like I'm pretty witty and funny, and I feel like people don't really get to see that side of me in my current like platform. So I'm very excited to just have a place to really be myself. And yeah, so it's called Bad Vibes, and it comes out February 10th on all podcast platforms. And it's gonna be the two of us just like talking about our lives. We have very different lives. Talia is a full-time content creator and star. Like, she just hit 1 million. I'm so proud of her, which reminds me I need to bring her a gift. And I am someone who works full-time, has a boyfriend, and like has my shit together, so to speak, or at least that's what like the bio of me says. And she is someone who's like dating in New York City, so it's like a very contrasting duo, but I think we work really well together. So I am beyond excited to launch this, have it out, have fun, be able to like talk about it. And that is why my podcast, Too Smart for This, is on hiatus, because I simply like cannot do both at once. I think by the time this comes out, you can listen to the trailer for Bad Vibes, which is amazing, and check us out on all platforms. So I'm just really happy because Betches is a media company both Talia and I have been reading since we were like 13 years old. Like, we've both been huge fans of the brand, the founders, and how they've turned it from a blog in 2014 to a media company today with like top charting podcasts. So yeah, that is the tea. So I've been super excited about this. It definitely means a life change because it means I have to like record live and in person weekly. I have to promote it differently, so my content will absolutely have more Bad Vibes stuff focused on it too. So that is the update though, guys. I'm so excited. I'm glad I got to share with you, and I'll share my full look before I head to the shoot. All right, here's my final outfit for the shoot. I'm wearing this Aritzia top. It's just like my most classic top. Abercrombie dad jeans and my high dunks. For jewelry, we're doing this from Vibe Season, just a chain. It's my crystals, and this will probably come off during the pictures, but, and this slip thing too, but some bracelets, like my regular jewelry, and this is my face. I tried to like, this side is the side that comes down the most, so I overlined a little bit. I am going to a dermatologist because I've been having horrible skin rashes recently. And I also want to fix the asymmetry in my face and the lines on my neck. So I am going to a dermatologist next week, thank God. I'm mostly just really worried about my rashes because they're getting really bad. But anyway, let's go.
Hi.
Dream team.
What's going on? Are we allowed to say what we're doing? I don't
Yeah,
know
we
about
are.
that.
This will go out later.
Oh, we're doing a top secret project. It's a podcast. Just like everyone in the world has one, but ours is gonna be so much better than everyone's.
Period. This is our stage dad, Sean.
I'm a stage dad now.
Yeah, you are.
I've been promoted. I just have to be producer.
We love him.
Sean gets it.
He
You guys
understands.
get it.
No, but you get it.
Yeah.
You know?
He gets it.
He gets it. So
He thinks we're funny. He loves us. You know, usually, I'll get into it right now. Usually it would be difficult to talk about like our sex lives and our social lives with a grown man in the room.
but he makes us comfortable.
He totally makes it so chill and like doesn't even care.
He just laughs at us.
He laughs at us. Today I was 35 minutes late and he doesn't seem mad at all.
He's not upset. He's not even
He's like,
pressed.
We just recorded our trailer.
yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. I hope so.
Do you think some of your followers like know that we're friends and everything?
No, I was actually thinking we should soft launch. You know how people
Oh yeah, that's good.
You know how people soft launch their boyfriends?
This is a podcast for people who are young and don't yet have
Or people who
Botox.
wish they were young.
Yeah.
We are so excited. We're going to be talking about all things. We are the hosts of the new podcast, Bad Vibes. Bad Vibes.
Segment called Bed Vibes.
Which is totally something we're going to talk about.
Hi everyone, I'm Alexis Barber.
I'm Talia Lickstein.
And we are the hosts of the new podcast, Bad Vibes.
Yes, here at Betches Media, we're two 23-year-olds. We live in New York City and we want to share with you our chaotic 23-year-old lives.
And for anyone who's also 23 or any millennial who wishes they were 23.
Because let's be honest, you definitely do.
So catch Bad Vibes on Apple Podcasts.
That's right, nobody on the internet is safe in this room. See you there.
Hey baddies. So, I think I left off yesterday at our shoot. So we had a photo shoot for our cover art and then we recorded our trailer. And our trailer is set to release this Monday, which is really exciting. But I wanted to give a little more background on like the behind the scenes of this, because it's not usual to have like a podcast launch like this. Like when I launched my podcast, Too Smart for This, I just bought a mic and like did it myself and marketed it myself. But because we're launching this with a network, there's like more behind the scenes that have to do with it, and a network that has other podcasts too. So you met Sean, he's our producer, and he's like sort of helping us through everything. But then Betches also has a marketing side, and so on that side they have a PR company. So for the press release that's coming out Monday with the trailer, we need to put together some quotes, we need to prepare for some interviews. So I am up before my 9 to 5. It is 7 a.m. I woke up at 5. Just working on that, and then my other like influencer stuff, and then we'll meet with them Friday to go over all the social promotion. So it's a lot more than just, I guess, like recording a podcast and posting it. Our little clips yesterday that you saw me and Talia talking, that was because we need to send those clips over to Apple Podcasts because they're gonna post about it on their Twitter, which is so cool. So it's a lot of work, but it's like super cool to have this much support before starting. So that's a little bit more background. I'm gonna get to work because I have so much to do today, and I'm honestly very stressed about how I'm going to manage this, but I know everything is possible and there will always be enough time, so we're chilling. Good morning, Maddies. It's Thursday, and since this vlog is more about my launching of the podcast, I wanted to talk about it a little bit, but then just take you through my day, because I have a very busy this weekend is very busy for me, and I'm preparing. And yesterday I was a little overwhelmed and worried that I couldn't get everything I needed to do done, and then we announced that we were pushing the PR push date. We're gonna keep the date for the podcast launch, but the PR push date was supposed to be in like 2 days, and I got nervous about that simply because not everything is scheduled yet. So like all of our interviews and all of our work and all of our like social posts are not scheduled yet, and so that's completely fine. I think we all realized that like announcing it 2.5 weeks before the first episode would be kind of like, it wouldn't really like make sense. Plus it's January and like people have just started working again, so we just have a lot to do. So anyway, my weekend was gonna be busy regardless of this. Today's Thursday. I have work. I have like early morning meetings today. It's 6 a.m. by the way. And I have early morning meetings today. Then I have to go into the city for a fitting for a brand that I'm filming something with tomorrow, which is really exciting and super cool. It'll come out in February. It's a super cool thing, and I'm like literally like so excited. Then I'm going to come back home, work again. Then after work, I'm meeting my manager. I'm not physically. I have an hour-long meeting with my manager because she could tell I was really stressed out about the PR and like the launch of the podcast, because I have a job. And my co-host Talia has a job too. It's content, but it's way more flexible than my job is. So when it comes to like press interviews and stuff, I'm really worried that I'm not gonna be able to fit everything in because I have to work. But we're gonna talk about that today. And then tomorrow is Friday, and I'm getting my teeth whitened finally. Then I have to film that thing with the brand, and then I have to work, and then we have our PR meeting where we're going to go over the schedule for the week after next. So this vlog will come out the day we actually announce it, but just wanted to share with you the behind the scenes of like managing everything at once. I stopped half marathon training. I probably told you that. I still go to the gym 5 times a week because I'm loving my Alive Strong program, but the world is just crazy. Anyway, it's raining right now. I think I'll go down to my apartment gym to use their treadmill later today, and that's when I'll like respond to DMs and do some editing on my phone. Then I also want to film, so I got the influencer dream, which is Revolve ambassadorship. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. It's me. I'm just kidding. I'm not skinny enough for them to take me on a trip. And I'm not joking. Yeah, because you see the Revolve trips. Ain't nobody over 120 pounds on those. Except they have like one token plus size girl. But like, look at all of this stuff I want to film for. Oh, I have this horrible feeling in my eye today, and I'm like so scared I'm gonna like randomly go blind. I'm so scared. I might take out my contacts. Anyway, I did a good job of waking up on time today, and I think it's because of like 2 reasons. First of all, I have like not been sleeping well. I know I take Adderall, but I've taken Adderall for 1.5 years, literally. Like, why can't my body adjust to that? And then I also work out more and I walk more, so I just want to be more exhausted so I can have deeper sleep. Like, I don't think I have deep sleep. Like, I wake up at least once and I have what feels like horrific dreams all night, and they're not horrific always, but they're just like intense dreams every night, and I don't want to have that anymore. I'm listening to a podcast right now. I paused it before I started vlogging about how to get better sleep, because I've always been the queen of sleep. Like, you know that. Like, I always get 8 hours. I always use my red light. I do all my little rituals and stuff, but lately it's just not hitting. So I think it's probably because of stress. But like, stress manifests in my body so much. But like, there's nothing I can stop doing, so I just have to like stop being stressed. And how the hell am I supposed to do that? I'm gonna just stop being stressed right now. I'm gonna journal actually, which should help with that. Before I go down for my walk, I wanted to show you these super cute tops that I got from Tala, which is a brand based in the UK, and they came so fast. I did standard shipping, and I think I ordered them like Sunday, and they came on Tuesday. Like, iconic. So I also have to remember that I'm closer to the UK now. Like, it's only 6-hour flights or whatever. Anyway, this top, so cute, so flattering, has padding, which is so nice. And then this little jacket. You know, the girls all need a jacket that, you know, gives them. This girl on TikTok, she said it's a BBL jacket. Gives you a waist, if it'll zip. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm not loving, is the zipper is a little janky, but let's hope this is my BBL jacket. I'm just going downstairs to literally walk on the treadmill so I can get my steps in before I start my day, because I am addicted to steps. And I just feel like they are important. And otherwise I won't get them in today because I'm not going to the office. And I'm honestly considering not going into the office as much, at least until they reopen all of the cafes, because the cafes that are there right now they don't always have, they're like, either I'm picky and I don't like it, or it's like not a healthy option, and I'd prefer to like know what I'm putting in my body right now, and this time where I'm just trying to like be more mindful. So I don't know. So I'm like very stumped. I don't know what to do because it's quite literally snowing outside, but I'm going to like kind of like a designer place. So like wearing a super puff is probably not the move, but it's quite literally coming down out there, so I'm kind of worried. I hope it'll be nice to me. I'm gonna play it safe with a big coat because I'm so nervous. I'm not really nervous, I just like don't want them to think I didn't take it serious, that I don't take their brand seriously, you know? I do think it's like a good thing to dress up for nice occasions. So I'll go with this big teddy coat, and I'll put on a scarf, and I'll bring my Prada so that I look glam. So like, this is what we'll be doing, is big coat and bigger scarf, because we're gonna protect our hair. So this coat is annoying, it's from the runway, but like the buttons don't stay buttoned. Then my big waterproof boots. You hear that button come undone? Yeah. Then we'll do nylon Prada because it's waterproof. Glam.
So, I completely forgot to tell you guys that Talia and I are going to see Trevor Noah at Madison's Burger at 10. And we're going backstage. Isn't that insane? So, I didn't have time to tell you, but I did film it getting ready TikTok. And I'm excited. You can't see anything. let's just hope this is good.
It's that stepping out, I feel like I'm that nigga shit. I drop 30 on this room, we ain't gon' sleep for shit. If I catch you nodding off, then it's gon' be some shit. You can do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna, be who you wanna.
Hello friends, it's Sunday. I have done like some sprinklings of vlogging this weekend, but I think I left off when we went to go see Trevor Noah live at Madison Square Garden, which was so exciting. We had such a good time. We're trying to like soft launch our friendships so people know that we're friends. Cause like we've been friends for like 6 months, but now that we're in the same city, like that way it'll be just, I mean, before we launch this whole podcast together, you know? We had our meeting with our podcast, with our PR team Friday, and that went well. We just went over all of the different like social posts that we will all have to do in order to make sure we're all good to go. This week, Talia and I are going to be working on the description, finishing the music, and then we'll hopefully get the cover art this week too. And that'll be great. So I hope this has been interesting. But anyway, I am now having my like regular Sunday. Jeff slept over last night and then we woke up and went to go get coffee and go on a walk. And it was really cute. But I'm having a great Sunday because I feel like all of my systems are really working right now, where in like this Sunday I had time to deep clean, go on my walk, go grocery shopping, and do my content, and I just feel very calm right now, which doesn't always happen for me on Sundays, but right now I feel very calm about it all. I ended up going ahead and packing for Miami. You can't see this, but my whole big suitcase ready to go. We leave on Friday morning. It is Sunday. I only packed so I could film the TikTok. We have 2 nights we're going out there, and I have one outfit that I'm obsessed with, but another one that I'm not obsessed with. So I think I need one more going out outfit, and then there's another few things that I'll have to sprinkle in there. I just want to get it out of the way. So now I'm about to go to the gym because I still need to get in all my workouts before we go on Friday. And so I feel good. So I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna go to Whole Foods because they have my favorite protein shake smoothies, and I just can't find those anywhere else. So I'm gonna go to do those 2 things. It's leg day, and then I'm gonna come back, wash my hair, and I have a sponsor that's a hair brand, so I need to wash it and film it. So that's gonna take me some time. So right now, let's go to the gym. Hello baddies, we've returned from Whole Foods, so I'm here to give you a haul. And it is Sunday, so my video just came out and I'm seeing the first few comments. And one is about, I did my little rant about how people just asking for random coffee chats can sometimes feel disrespectful and not the best thing to do. And I gave an idea of like how when I reach out to people for coffee chats, like what they should look like. I just want to say, I think that someone said that it was arrogant of me to not have 20 minutes not give someone 20 minutes in my day because not everyone has the same resources. And I would 100% agree, not everyone has the same resources. There's no way, shape, form world where we all have the same resources whatsoever. And I never fault people who reach out to me for coffee chats. Like it makes sense, it's totally fine. However, I do think that it's not possible for me to have a coffee chat with every single person who reaches out to me for them. Point blank period, that's number 1. I simply don't have time. I have at least 5 people reach out to me every time I check my DMs, and I feel like I provide and put so much of my life out onto the internet that to ask me a question that I've probably answered before in my content is really, for me, just feels like it's not productive for my time, and it's also just really difficult. Second of all, I feel like it's also a situation where you are not going to always, like, If someone that you look up to is a very busy person, then if you do want to speak to them, it does need to be beneficial for both of you. And if that person is very interested in mentorship and really wants to like spend their time doing that, that's a form of being beneficial. But I do see myself as someone who wants to provide mentorship to people, and I try to do that at scale, and I cannot do it individually with every single person who asks for it. And I'm sorry. Well, of course I wish I could help everyone individually because everyone has different circumstances, but like I feel like it's not fair to say that I'm like an arrogant person for not having a coffee chat with everyone who asks me for one, because there are thousands of people who watch my content and ingest my content, and if 100 of them in a month want a coffee chat and each one is 20 minutes, like I don't have time for that. So I really didn't appreciate that it was being seen as arrogant that I was saying that. It's simply a form of logistics, and it's also a form of understanding how to get where you want to go in your career is not by asking people for something and then not wanting to give them anything in return, or not doing your research before you talk to them. Like I've had a few coffee chats where I take time out of the busiest days that I have, like the busiest days, and then it's someone just being like, where did you go to school? Before you have a coffee chat with someone, you should know where they went to school. So that's just what's itching me right now. I don't know if I'll keep this in the vlog or not. It's just kind of like, whatever. I'm gonna talk to you about what I got from Whole Foods. So I picked up some of my favorite pre-made plant-based smoothies. These all have 20 grams of protein and 10 grams of fiber, and they taste good. These are the best tasting ones in my opinion. I also have the actual powder from them too. And then I picked up some chomps because I really like these for snacks, especially when I'm on the go. Super easy to eat. Speaking of snacks, I got some Think high protein bars. I'm just trying these. I don't think I've had them before, but they have 20 grams of protein and 0 sugar, and that's what matters for me because I struggle to get all the protein in that I need to get in. And I got some vitamin B12 because that's something that my doctor recommends that I take. And then I guess I've talked a little bit about how it's been difficult for me to sleep recently because like I take Adderall in the daytime, but I also just in general like have not been being able to stay asleep, and I've had crazy dreams. So I used to drink this every night as a child. My grandma put me on, and then I was taking the gummies for a while, but I didn't feel like the gummies really worked. So I picked this up just to go back to the regular one, and I'm hopeful that it can help me sleep a little bit better now too and stay asleep. And then I got some Lily's chocolate because I love having these in the house for like if I need something sweet. And then I'm trying the white chocolate version because I love white chocolate. And finally, I got some Dave's Killer Bread. That's what I went there for in the first place. And this shit is delicious. So that's my little Whole Foods haul. I hope that my rant didn't come off as mean. I'm just trying to give people the cold hard truth. This is resource sharing the way it is right now. And so have a good night. Hey baddies, it's Monday morning, the 24th. Today was the original day we were gonna launch our PR push, but we didn't, thank God, because I'm stressed. And I listened to my horoscope this week, and it's gonna be a great week for like getting things done. So I'm very happy to have that happening. Anyway, we just went through a bunch of song options for it. So that's what I've been doing the last like 10 minutes. Sean, our producer, put together a bunch of songs that are not copyright infringed or whatever, and we just listened to a few. So this is the one I like. I don't know why I'm listening, you probably can't hear that. Anyway, we're supposed to get the cover art in a second, which is why I started recording, but I guess the marketing person is sending it when she gets out of meetings, so I'll check in for that.